And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. LeBron James is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
The 3 for Doncic. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Doncic. And Wembanyama outside. Pass to Doncic. From downtown. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Antetokounmpo finds Maxey. Tatum against SGA. Here's Giannis. 5 to shoot. Tries from 10. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
First free throw is good.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Maxey. And West also making a switch. Leonard's checked in.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Cunningham dishes it to Mitchell. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Leonard inside. Tatum on him. And Leonard gets it to go.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
A minute 50 left to play here in the first. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Outside, Davis. Here's Giannis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Davis with a screen on Leonard. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Cunningham. Davis inside. Jokic defending. The 3 from Tatum. That one's in. His first shot this game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Wembanyama. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
The drive by Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off. Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. SGA passes to Doncic. Jokic kicks to Doncic. And that one, good. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Cunningham.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. East All-Stars ahead, up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Stephen Curry's out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's KD in at the 3 spot.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Brunson outside. Brunson with the defense all over him.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Maxi's checked in. LeBron's checked in for the West. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's Leonard missing. The East leading by 3. Maxey finds Tatum. Back to Maxey. There's the lob to Duren. And stolen by LeBron. To the middle. It's stolen by Duren. Mitchell on the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Curry deciding where to go with it. Knocks down the 3 ball.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Maxey attacking. And it's good. 2 points. Maxey's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Curry to the rim. Here's Leonard. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Leonard. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Brown outside. Mitchell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Down low, Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Curry, wide open, hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jalen Duren. Banchero comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Cunningham in for Donovan Mitchell. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Butler, he's checked in for Jokic. Kevin Durant comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Irving. And Doncic is subbed in for Curry. On the wing, Brown. Good ball movement here by the East. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
And here is Doncic. 5 points in the game. No good.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Cunningham passes to Giannis. Kicks it out to Banchero. Back to Giannis. Brown outside. Pass to Maxey. Brown outside. Now, here's Banchero. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Jokic, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Wembanyama in for Jimmy Butler. The West trails by 6. Doncic passes to Jokic. Pass to Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Great job right there, using his size to full advantage.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Boy, I like it. Quick, aggressive move by Maxey.
Brown against James. Pass to Doncic. Over Maxey. Count that one. The East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 4 points for the bucket from Doncic.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. East All-Stars lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
We've got Maxey. Jason Tatum is out there with Davis. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Giannis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the West. They trail by 6. Pass to Doncic. In the corner, it's James. Misses the 3. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Oh, Davis down low.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
The East leading by 8. And stolen by LeBron. From deep three-point land. The West again cannot hit.
And they start the second half with 3 straight.
Oh, it just pounded in! Pounded in!
Goodness! Oh! Woo-wee! How about that?
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. SGA surveying the defense. The shot, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Cunningham. Outside Tatum. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Left side Tatum. Fires the 3. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Maxey's got the lead up to 13 now for the East All-Stars. SGA from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Maxey with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Giannis a screen on Doncic. Here's Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Doncic bounce pass. Some nice passing here by the West. Over Maxey. The West again cannot hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To stop the drought, that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Cunningham. Maxey on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. SGA with the steal. Here's Jokic. Too easy inside from Jokic.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the East with some changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Davis. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Cunningham. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Maxey. Then for the West All-Stars, Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Wembanyama. Kevin Durant comes in for James. And it's Stephen Curry in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. The three for Doncic. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to KD. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The East with a fast break. And here's Giannis. Brunson kicks to Brown. Brunson outside. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell hit the dunk.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Doncic with the steal. Outside, KD. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the East All-Star. With a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up, they're ahead 16 points. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Curry is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Durant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's James in at the center position. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And, you know, the more they've penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them, so they just kept doing it.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
And Mitchell drops them both. The West trails by 15. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Curry. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
On the wing, Mitchell. Curran sets the screen for Mitchell. And Curran slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's James. Too much strength. LeBron powering his way inside.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Durant dishes to Leonard. the line, confident inside.
One thing about Leonard around the bucket now, because he's got those humongous mitts, it helps him control the rock like very few players can.
And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And some changes here for the East. Giannis, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Anthony Davis comes in for Brown. And it's Tatum in for Mitchell. The West also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Durant. Wembanyama comes in for Leonard. And Doncic is subbed in for Curry. Doncic outside. Puts up a 3. And Davis pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Trailing by 17. Outside Jokic. Jokic powers down the alley-oop.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's Davis. Shot from 12, and that one is good.
And you know what? He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And Greg, barring something unforeseen, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
Now onto the Kumbo. Jokic with the steal. Gilgeous Alexander. The putback saves him with the putback.
Boy, really nice play. LeBron showing real good instincts on the offensive glass there.
Outside Cunningham. Puts it right back up and in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
The West trails by 19. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Maxey. Looking to end his cold spell. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it out to James. Offline with his 3. The East leading by 19 points. Tatum passes to Davis. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Maxey. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to be on Jokic.
One shot. You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. It's an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Brown finds Giannis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the wing, Mitchell. Brunson outside. Back to Mitchell. From outside the arc. And the 3-ball is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
At this time, direct your attention to center court for the presentation of the most valuable player. Here to present the trophy is NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. Let's hear for the All-Star MVP Award winner,